So what does WRX means? Subaru's World Rally Experimental. WRX was developed to showcase Subaru's prowess, including symmetrical all-wheel drive, which gives incredibly responsive feel. What does WRX STI stand for? Subaru Technical International. Basically Subaru's skunk work for motorsport. STI develops high-performance vehicles for the Subaru with high-performance parts. And today for the test drive we have Subaru WRX STI. The engine on this car is pretty reliable. However, it's a problem that this engine was constructed in 1989, so it's very old. When car companies create an engine for the turbo boost, they initially make an engine for the turbo boost. Usually it includes small pistons and spherical combustion chamber in order to increase resistance to detonation. On these old engines, the pistons are very big and it has zero resistance to detonation. As a result, it consumes a lot of gas and it spits out all this gas into the exhaust pipe. Yes, you might argue with me, well, why would you buy a sport car and worry about the gas? Well, and I agree with you on that, but it consumes gas not to give you a fast speed up, but it consumes gas because it wastes gas. The most horrible and at the same time surprising thing that I found in this car is the wheel placement. When I drove this car, I thought maybe I harmed my hand on my yesterday's MMA training because my left hand had a slightly short wheel grip, and then I realized that the wheel is not placed straight. Just think about it. On a sport rally car, the wheel is not placed ergonomically straight. The fuck? And another reason why we're not filming the video while driving, because it's so tight inside that when I drive with my friends, we can't fit, we always touch with our elbows. Well, maybe I'm a little bit biased about this situation because my cameraman is a bit too big for this car. Let me show you my cameraman. Say hi. Say hi.
What you want, son? What you want, huh?
Subaru is the most famous for its suspension. Next time when you drive on the road and if you see Subaru WRX driving near you, pay attention at what happens with the driver when he rolls on the bump. You'll see something like this. Din, din. Or you can actually look at other YouTube videos and the guys who test drive this car, when they're driving, they almost jump out from their seats. I find it really funny to watch these videos. This car has an extremely stiff suspension and is not suitable for the day-to-day car. The reason why this suspension is so stiff and why it's so reliable, just like with the engine, it has a very outdated suspension. The same design suspension German cars probably used back in the 80s. With such a design, control arms, when you roll on the bump, the heat does not go to the shocks, but it goes to the whole car body. That's why the car is so stiff, and that's why it never breaks. Because shocks don't absorb the heat, they're not used the way they're supposed to be used.
This is not a battle bag, but subliminal messages. Damn it, I'm the devil's bandit, the criminal exorcist. When some motherfuckers wake up.
I won't be surprised if this video gets a lot of dislikes, because it's a fact, this car has a very strong fan community. If you buy this car, you'll get a lot of respect from other Subaru owners. They'll help you out on the road, they'll always say hi to you on the traffic light. And the reason for such a strong fan base for these cars, because probably Subaru spends a ton of money on marketing this car, so that racing movies will film this car for the main hero. For example, the last movie that I've seen called The Baby Driver, And the main guy drives WRX STI. He drifts, he races, he runs away from the police. And of course all these young men, they fell in love with this car. They fell blindly in love with this car. And they'll probably start writing bad comments, spit and curse. But it's okay, because young brains, they cannot think the way like 20-year-old brain can think and evaluate the information. I remember when I was young, on every situation that I encountered, I knew exactly that it's whether a good or bad situation. My brain couldn't process that sometimes in life there are situations when you have to make decisions between bad and very bad decisions. I just want to put a seed in your brain for the young viewers of my channel. Next time when you see this car, races, drifts in the movies, like runs away from the police like crazy, just think about it. It might be just a commercial, and in real life it could be a very horrible experience for you. I just hope that you will not buy this car before you grow up, before you can evaluate this car is the right choice for you. Because this car is not for the day-to-day car. It's more like a second car for fun, for the Sunday afternoon drive.